Right, Land Rover Discovery Sport, our project car, it was in a crash. And one thing that deployed was this bonnet airbag. So we're going to take a look at this on bonnet airbag, how it works, what it does, everything. Why they discolor so badly. They all end up with this mottled effect. So what is it for? Right, so if some reckless driver was driving into Destiny here, emulate falling on the bonnet. She would fall on the bonnet and her head would, as she flew up there, because it's jacked up, her head would be heading towards that area there. So before she does it, there's an airbag, and this is called a pedestrian safety airbag, that is going to deploy and give her a nice fluffy cushion to land her head on, which is good because none of us want to be in that situation where we are hurting people in our cars. So, and how does it do it? Let's have a look. So on the front of your car, if you take your bumper off, you will see this little plastic tube with a little sensor, and this little plastic tube goes all behind this bit of polystyrene all around, and it comes all the way out to the other side. I think it does anyway. It might be two tubes. I think it's one. And it comes to another sensor. Now, I believe that this tube, if you have a crash and crash into someone, it will squeeze this tube like so. And this pressure sensor will detect that there is a change of pressure. Just the squidginess of it will reduce the volume of it, and so the pressure will increase. And then that will tell this airbag to deploy. Now, it's not going to deploy the driver and passenger airbags. This is a very initial light impact on the very front now. Only in that region, which would equate to a pedestrian, and then it will deploy this airbag. Now, if you then go on, there are other crash sensors that look at decelerometer and impact on the chassis rails, and they will deploy all your other airbags depending who's sitting in the car, etc., etc. So that is what has happened in this crash. Now, it may not have been a pedestrian, it may have just been a lamppost or something, but would have seemed like a pedestrian to the car, and it's deployed it. So we have got another one, and we are going to swap it over. Right, let's show how to swap it. Then we're going to have to go and do some software decoding to tell the car that it's all okay now. I think just fitting the new one isn't going to work. Right, let's have a look under the bonnet. Now, before we undo the bolts, which are quite easily visible, we have got to get to the connector, but the connector is hidden beneath this sound deadening shield. So it's got these little clips on. So you want to have a go at getting one of these little clips out. Now they sort of squeeze together. And can you pull them out, or do you need they're a bit funny. They're clever, but you've sort of got to wiggle them about. So you need to release it from both edges. There you go. I got mine out. Right then. So here we go. Where's my camera? Look. So you can see that they sort of squeeze together, but the trick is getting both of the ridges out. Sometimes they pop out, other times they fight you. So you've got to pull that one towards you. You've got your front ridge out. It's half out. You've got to push it up backwards now. Oh, she's going to get angry with it now. Oh, right. We don't want to see Destiny get angry. So yeah, pliers might be a better job, actually. I was going to say squeeze and pull. But right, we will get these clips out. It should be easy. And then we'll have a look at taking this undershield sound deadening off. Right, an angry Destiny avoided. Look, pliers, that's what you need. You can get a good squeeze on them. Oh, we say that now. Oh, yeah, they're a little bit crusty, but pliers are the way. That is it. Right, we're flying now. Right, we should now be able to just lower that down, and there's two little pegs at the back that pull it towards you. That's it, up. We've got, whoa! Oh, a nest! Look at that. Oh, Mousy was loving that. God, it's as bad as the classic. Do you reckon the mouse has had a go at my wiring? That wire there looks a little bit frayed, but we've got a new, that all gets replaced with the new one. Right then, Destiny, do you want to have a go at that connector there? Right, before you do anything with the airbag, disconnecting, connecting, reconnecting, disconnect the negative terminal on your battery, tuck it well away, because, playing with airbags with live electricity is not a good idea. So, word of warning. So I reckon you've got to slide that red bit towards me, towards the camera. That's it. A bit more. That's it. And then you've got to press in between the middle there, and then yank it apart. There we go. Well done. So that's it. So that is staying. That is the car part. This is all going to go out with the so lever that. So a little fir tree fixing. There you go. It sounded terrible, but it looks okay. Right, and then we've got to undo this nut. I reckon he's a 10. What do you reckon? Let's have a look. And then we're ready to undo the other bits and bobs then. Yep, here he goes. Now, it may be, if it's interesting, in deploying, has it taken so much current that it's sort of, or did the mouse eat the wire? I don't know. He's on there tight, is he? Oh, there you go. We got it. I think it just went. So we are going to undo those, and we are going to undo these other 4 bolts. So where have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Oh, actually, so that is on one of the retaining bolts, is it? Hold on. No, we've got ones under here as well. So is there more? Did I lie? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's have a look. Well, Destiny's busy doing that. This is scratched anyway, so I'm not too worried. Yes, there are 6. Are there 6? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not sure about the 6. So I'll go and have a look how that looks on the car. So there's certainly, yeah, only that earth one, I think. Yeah, that earth one's on the car. So it's 5 on each side and that one. Right. Let's get those undone. Right. So we've undone the 10 bolts and the earth bolt. It should be ready to sort of lift out now. That's it. It's just the thread order. That's it. Right, now what we're left with is that connector. Now, has it got enough room? Oh, there you go. So the grommet is on there. Yeah, so that's okay. We've got loads of room there. Right, have you got that, Destiny? Can you manage it? Oh, go on. Right, so that is it. So put it on the table. Let's have a look at how it deployed and what it's got inside it. Ooh. So obviously it's got all the fixing base, and then you have the camera for a bit. Let's have a look what we've got going on here. So obviously it deploys. I think it sort of goes boing. It goes up here, and then it fires. I guess the bag must fire out from inside because it's got to somehow come out. To obviously the bag has been cut off, but you can see there's an explosive charge in here that's triggered electronically by that connector, and then exploding, it blows up the whole airbag. Wow, look at that. That looks like it got hot, doesn't it? Because it's all gone rusty quick. So they are pretty crazy. That weighs a ton. That is a serious bomb there, isn't it? So yeah, careful with airbags. Now, let's have a look. This top panel, they discolor. Can you see this motley effect on there? On the camera, does that come out?
Yeah.
A lot of people are complaining about this now, and a lot of people are asking for them to be painted. So I think you're going to have to take out your whole thing. But Land Rover, I'll see if I can find the article. Land Rover have got, I think so many people have asked Land Rover, can they paint these? Land Rover said you shouldn't paint them. So I will put that disclaimer out there, but I don't know why, because clearly this has had paint on it. I have no idea why they are saying whether it's the weight or the chemical reaction, or maybe people bake it in an oven. So if you do paint it, do be careful. But we will make a vinyl graphic. But even putting a vinyl graphic on, I'm not sure if they're worried about. It might be one of those that we stay away from. Let us know why. I can't see how it would know it had a vinyl sticker on it when it deploys. It just goes. Right, there's one of those. So anything else we need to clean? But I think it's hard to the actual plastic cover here, look, is all welded to all of this, and it's all, there's like a sandwich and it's all sort of welded together. So I think that's as stripped down you're ever going to do. I don't think you can take the plastic cover off. We're going to put a vinyl sticker on ours because look, it's scratched and mashed. But for now, let's put it in, connect these up, and then we'll have a look at seeing if we can clear the airbag fault, shall we, Destiny? Right, so we've got the IID tool, so we're going to plug that into the ODB2 port, which is just down by under the steering wheel under there. Let's open up the phone. Here we go, and if we go into I got a little, open up the Gap Diagnostics app, connect to the last tool. It's trying to connect. You've got to have your ignition on to power up the ODB. And let's go to faults, shall we? And let's read the faults on here. Now hopefully it will have some airbag fault logged, because we have got the airbag light on here, it's not going off. This is what we've got to clear. We got 6 ECUs, 7 ECUs.
Not a massive fan of this software.
Yeah, that's right. Here we go. Right, ventilation, interactive display, instrument pack, engine, power steering, airbag. There you go. Airbag, 8 faults. So we've got a circuit failure. What does it say? Right curtain airbag deployed. Driver's safety belt tensioner. Oh no, maybe the left frontal restraint sensor, the right side restraint sensor. Maybe more airbags went off than this than we realised. Maybe passenger disable indicator, general failure, pedestrian airbag deployment. So we just clear it all and see what we've got. So let's clearing faults. Right, what have we got now on airbag? Airbag, no faults, look. Can you see that? So let me just do clear all, but look, that has cleared our airbag faults. We haven't had to do anything. So let's clear all the faults, and then we can start it up, and then that's another thing off our MOT failure list. So scanning results, 1 ECU found. So it's got audio system fault, a gateway, interactive display, instrument pack. Oh, airbag. What is wrong with the airbag? Right curtain deployment control, electrical failure, open circuit. So we've got to have a look at the right curtain airbag. So that should be behind here. This is behind the A-pillar. So I think we fixed the
bonnet
pedestrian airbag on the bonnet. So I think we'll finish that video there. But our next thing, we'll need to remove this and have a look at this. Right, good luck with that.